YVA Trades.
Hey guys, guess what? I just made almost $1,000 trading HCDI and CLSK. It's still December 12th. It's still the day where I lost $572 in my first 2 minutes of trading. But I came back and I actually made almost $1,000. I'm up $400. I hit my daily goal and I'm done. I tried. My live stream froze up. My computer actually crashed. Okay, it literally just crashed. And I tried to get it going again. I tried to get the live stream started again because I wanted to trade some more because I thought, you know, in times like this, whenever I have a lost first thing, I feel like it's okay just to reset because there was a trade for me, and I'll go over it here real quick. It was this one right here, Alt, where it was consolidating. It made its move up. The market opens. I'm looking for that little higher low on the 1 minute in the breakout. Now, 2021, 2022, you'd see a lot of that stuff happen. It was really common. And I guess my mind was kind of went back to that era, which we don't really see that too much anymore. And when we were just before the opening bell, I did make mention about how extended we are above the volume weighted average price. But I let that slide. I tried to get in it. I actually got in it here, looking for the bounce, didn't get it. Got in it here, looking for the bounce off of this level right here. And then I added to it at the volume weighted average price. The second we lost that, I got out. I was done. Hit my max loss. It was over. That was very sad. All right, so I'll go over those trades real quick. First, let me take a look at CMND here, the loss. So this was after the live stream froze and I started trading again. The first one I traded was actually over here, CLSK. We'll take a look at CLSK and HCDI in a second. But I want to break these down so you can kind of see what I was thinking when I got in these. So on this one here, and it's okay usually on the 5 minute time frame up here. Make sure I'm on the right screen. Here we go. So on the 5 minute time frame, we made this move up. We pulled back. I was looking for a higher low. We were a bit extended to the downside, gave back more than 50% of the move, but sometimes you can see a little bounce back up. So that's kind of what I was looking for. And I'll go over an instance of this where it actually did work out over on HCDI. So anyways, right now, this was our support down here. I'm going to get rid of this line. And as we pulled back to that support again, I was looking for this little 1 minute trend change. Now it's a bit extended. Sometimes I like to see them happen a lot quicker, but I was going to give it the benefit of the doubt. By now I had already traded myself to profit, so I thought it would be worth giving it a shot. So I jumped in it, but as soon as we broke that support level, I jumped right back out, took a $70 loss, and I didn't trade it again. So that was it on that one. All right. Okay, so now I'll go to CLSK because I want to save the best for last. HCDI was really fun to trade. CLSK was just a grinder. It's not something I typically trade, but when I do find these kind of stocks, I'll usually just scalp them. I don't hold them very long, and you can see I took a lot of trades, a lot of scalps. Here we had sideways consolidation, and as we broke out over this inside bar, that's where I got in, but I sold it really quick. And then I bought a back test to that level and sold it again really quick. Here we actually broke out again over another inside bar. So I bought it, sold it. Here, this was a little FOMO trade, got back out, break even. And then we pulled back again, another inside bar, bought the break, sold it. Added here on the next break up and sold it up there. I was looking up towards $7. And in here I bought it, but I took a small loss on it. And then I bought it as it dropped back to the EMA here and sold it some more. So, I mean, it's just really quick trades. Now, this one here was my biggest disappointment because we came back to the EMA right to it, but we were kind of like, pressing against it. It was kind of like bending down, and I've seen that happen. And it's like, I don't know if that's going to hold or not. It seems to be a lot of push on that. So I got back out of it. And then I went over to HCDI. I was looking at that one for a bit. And as soon as I look over at CLSK again, and it's starting to break out, and I was like, oh man, I should have held it. That's okay. I jumped in on the breakout, sold it as it broke over this resistance. Tried to buy the little, oh, no. Then I sold the rest there. And then another little pullback here. I bought that, sold it. And I think that was about it for me. Because you can see here, this is another one where we tested the EMA. And again, it was pushing hard on it. And this time it did break through. So that's kind of what I was expecting back here. And that's something that you'll notice as you learn, as you grow as a trainer. You'll notice a trader. You'll notice these kind of things. So anyways, now let's go over to HCDI, the trade of the day, the stock of the day for me. So I traded this primarily on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, I know what's going on. I got to change this to the 2 minute. Thought something looked different. Okay, so a lot of trades on this one too. So my first trade on this one, I was watching this big breakout over this level. And I was watching this level here to see if we would hold on this bull flag that we were forming here. And I was saying to myself, if we break that level, I'm going to jump in it. And the second we broke it, I was in it a couple of times. Boom, boom, hit the buy button twice. And this shot up so quick. And just like that, I was up $700. It went up so fast, I couldn't even hit the sell button in time. I tried to sell at the high. And I got out. I was up green on the day all of a sudden, made back everything I had lost. And of course, then I went over and took a little loss on CMND. Okay, so then I waited for it to consolidate a little bit, and right here it did. I was looking at this level right here. So we came down, I bought it there, and then it was still testing it, and as it broke below it, I went ahead and sold it, and I waited to see what it was going to do. And I had a line, I think, I thought I had a line down at the volume weighted average price. Well, at any rate, we were pulling back, we were consolidating here on the 5 minute time frame, and I was watching to see how we would trade down here at this support level. And so I bought it again, looking like we were going to make a move back up off of $1.61. That's that 5 minute breakout spot back there. Started to bounce a little. I didn't scale out of it. I was holding it, looking for a little higher low and higher high here. I was actually going to look for an ad spot right here. But then it broke down below it. This was my ad spot. A lot of times you'll see this. You break below a support down to the volume weighted average price, and you'll see the move back up. So that's why I was feeling confident. I already had $700 in cushion. I was like, I can do this. I've got plenty of room to work with. And so I even added to it on the next drop down to the volume weighted average price. And then as soon as it started to move up, I started scaling out just to mitigate any loss that there could be. And then it pulls back again to the volume weighted average price. And this is pretty bold, but I bought it again right there. And I'm looking, because what I'll see a lot of times is a move like this that will make a move back up towards the high. And which, sure enough, this is the high that I was looking for. This is where we're at right here. We're down here at that level. That's the 5 minute. I'm looking for that move up to the high. Unfortunately for me, I didn't want to go give back all my profit that I'd made. So I was scaling out of this as it was moving up. So right there, I scaled out some. I actually added to it on the break because we had the pattern. It was a nice pattern. This is the pattern I look for when we have 5 minute consolidation as a reversal pattern. It works really well when it works. And it doesn't always work. And so, yeah, bought the breakout, sold some, scaled out most of it here. And by then I was up pretty good. I'd made back the losses from back here. And then, let's see, I sold the rest of it right here just before I thought it was going to break this high, but I went ahead and sold it anyways. And then it was consolidating. And as it started to break out here, I jumped back in it. I was actually waiting for it to come back to this level, but it didn't. And it started to break out. I jumped back in it, sell as it breaks through the high. And by that point, I'm sitting up about $390 on the day. And I'm like, man, I just need 10 more dollars. Next candle opens, it pulls back for a second. I jump in it, it shoots up, I sell it. And right there, I'm up $400. Now I could have held that for the big move up through the high. We didn't know it was going to do that. I kind of suspected it would, but that was my last trade and a great finish to a horrible start of a day. I really was not happy with that trade as it played out on alt first thing. And so here we had another instance of, let me see. So this is where I was looking at the 2 minute because we had 15-minute consolidation. So I was looking here earlier because, believe it or not, I already recorded this video once, and turns out I was on the wrong screen the whole time. So I'm having to redo it. And while I was recording it, at the end of the recording, we were right in here. And I was making mention that, hey, we have a 2-minute pattern here with another one of those possible trend changes. And what we were looking at was 15-minute consolidation right here on this candle. This one hadn't formed yet. It was a little higher low. We were looking for that higher low and a move back up. But I wasn't sure that we were actually going to get it. And that's it. So let me go up here to this guy. And as you recall, my loss at the end of the live stream was negative 572. I am now up $408. So I'm going to put that in here. 408 in my high of day. Well, that is my high of day, 408. And so let me see here. So I have managed to string together $949 in profit in 3 days. Phenomenal. Really nice. Look at my candles here. So that was a nice little pullback and breakout for me. I love it that I could end my Friday having a great big green day like this. And it's really not that big of a green day, except for the fact that I almost made $1,000. But, you know, hey, who's counting, right? All right. You guys have a good weekend. Thanks for watching this. I'm sorry I didn't get to live stream it. I would really wish you could have been there to watch me trade this and maybe trade alongside me. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here first thing Monday morning for some brand new excitement. Bye-bye.